So, a tourist walks out of an airport restroom and bam! Her wallet's gone. She looks around. 3 women are nearby. One's holding her passport and boarding pass. The second is in a full-length coat and gloves. The third has a tiny dog. So, who's the sneaky pickpocket? Look closely. The first woman has a red lipstick mark on her elbow. Weird, right? That only happens when you reach deep into someone's bag and rub up against their makeup. Yep, she's the one who grabbed the wallet. Leo finds himself trapped at the bottom of a strange pit. Suddenly, a mechanical voice echoes, "To escape, press the correct buttons ahead of you." He looks up. There's a wall covered in buttons, each with an animal on it. His only clue is a glowing sign that says, "Go." So, which button should he press? The answer is right there in the clue. G for gorilla, O for owl. So Leo must press those 2 animals and he's free. Sophia was hired to do hair and makeup for a very important guest. But there's a catch. She is not allowed to know who it is just yet. Then the client hands her a strange note and says, "This is your clue. Can you figure out who the important guest is?" The arrow points to the first word lady on the list. Whoa, her client is none other than the First Lady herself. Hey, no pressure, Sophia. We are on trial for theft with 2 defendants. The jury finds one guilty and the other not guilty. The judge turns to the guilty one and says, "It's clear that you are the thief, but I must let you go." So, what happened? Here's the twist. They are conjoined twins. The guilty one can't go to prison without dragging the innocent one along. And you can't lock up someone who didn't do anything. So they both must walk free. A psychologist ends up on a remote island. The locals trap her and present 2 doors. One leads to a huge feast with the tribe, and the other goes straight into a volcano. Suddenly, 2 dogs rush in. One barks like crazy at door number 1. The other sniffs around door number 2, then backs away. So, which door should she pick? She must pick door number 1. That dog barking probably smells food and people, but the other one likely caught some toxic gases coming from the volcano. A priceless book disappears from a library. It was on the top shelf, way too high to reach without a ladder. But the only ladder nearby was broken. 3 staff members had access to the rare books room: the librarian, the janitor, and the new intern. All of them swear they didn't touch the book. So, who's the thief? Look closer at the janitor. He didn't need a ladder. He has a long mop handle. All he had to do was hook the book and pull. Smooth move, but not smooth enough. Julia walks into an old, abandoned mansion. It's dusty, quiet, and honestly kind of creepy. She heads to the bathroom and freezes. There's a message written on the mirror in red lipstick. It says, "Go explore the opportunities unseen today." Strange, but also cheerful. But for some reason, Julia bolts out of the house immediately. Why? Look again. This isn't a pep talk. Read the first letters of each line. They spell "get out." And she did. Nadine invites her friends over for dinner, but she wants to make it fun. So she sets out a stack of colorful plates and says, "Whoever picks a plate with a primary color gets dessert." Everyone rushes for red, blue, and yellow plates, except for Jack, who picks a purple one. And he seems really excited about it. But why? Did he notice something that no one else did? Jack is just on a diet. so he picked purple on purpose. It's not a primary color, which means no dessert for him. A smart way to avoid temptation. James is looking at a family photo. Dad, mom, 2 kids, and their dog. They're all smiling at the camera. But wait, something doesn't add up. One tiny detail proves this photo is a fake. Can you find it? Check the shadows. Everyone's shadow falls to the left, except for the dad. That means he was never really there. Someone must have photoshopped him in. Emma gets a friendship bracelet from her best friend Zoe. But the beads spell something odd. A, B, C, D, F? Emma stares at it, confused. Zoe just smiles and says, "It's a hidden message." So, what is she trying to say? Zoe left out the letter E on purpose. E stands for enemy, and in their friendship, there's no room for that. Ooh, clever. Millie and Theo had been totally in love for a year. To celebrate their anniversary, Theo gave her 4 gifts: a teddy bear, a bouquet of yellow roses, a pair of shoes, and a box of chocolates. Sweet, right? But the moment Millie saw them, she knew she had to break up with him immediately. Why? Take a closer look at that teddy bear, especially the eyes. There's a tiny hidden camera inside. That's when Millie realized he was trying to spy on her. Lila's grandpa asked her to help with the groceries, but he also loves giving her little challenges. So he handed her a note and said, "This is what I need from the supermarket." But when Lila looked at it, the letters were all scrambled. Looks like it's a puzzle. Can you help her figure out the word? If you put the letters in the correct order, the hidden word is spinach. Hey, nice job! Noah is a Spanish teacher. At the end of class, he asks, "Next week, we're going to watch a movie." The whole class cheers. Someone asks, "Which movie? Can you give us a hint?" Noah smiles and says, "It stars Leonardo DiCaprio." Suddenly, the class starts groaning. Why? Well, think about it. It's a Spanish class. If they're supposed to be practicing listening and pronunciation, why would he pick a movie in English? A museum alarm blares. A diamond is missing. The doors are locked, so the thief is still inside. 3 women stand before the inspector. He tells them, "Take off one shoe." One has a furry boot, another a shiny rhinestone flat. The last one's in a beat-up green sneaker. Who took the gem? Check the shiny shoe. That rhinestone flat is suspiciously bright, but one stone glows yellowish, like a real diamond. The others reflect plain white light. Ooh, busted! She stuck the diamond onto her shoe. Aurora is trying to open a mysterious vault in her grandfather's old house. On the wall, she finds a strange number grid. One number is missing. Can you help her solve it? Here's the trick. Look at the rows carefully. The last number minus the middle one gives you the first. 6 minus 3 equals 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2. So, 10 minus 5 equals 5. That's it. The missing number is 5. Liam posts a group photo from his birthday dinner on social media. But minutes later, his girlfriend texts him, "We need to talk. I know what you did." Can you guess what set her off? Let's see. You can spot both arms of everyone at the table, except for Liam and the girl sitting right next to him. Looks like they're secretly holding hands under the table, and that photo just gave them away. 3 ants are walking in a line. The first one says, "There is a path ahead and an ant behind me." The second says, "There is one ant in front and one behind." The third goes, There is one in front and one behind me, too. How is that true? Well, it's not. The only thing that's true here is that third ant is lying. A lying ant. Who would have thought? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.